your music choice.
All right, we're going to see if we're live now. I can't tell. Why is it going back to that again? Can you hear or see anything on there?
I'm just kidding.
It's off again.
Is it working now, maybe?
I don't know. You should be able to hear it.
Looks like our internet's back on. Got a little bit MediaCom, right?
Yeah. We'll see if it stays on or if it's going to cut back off. It's cut off 3 times here. And I asked him to look and not getting in. So we spent most of the stream here trying to resolve an internet problem, and it's off again. I don't get it.
It's hard to check because my phone's being. It says looks to be live.
Yeah, but that.
It could just be my phone because our internet's not working very well.
I don't know. I can't tell if it's working or not.
Says it's working.
Looks like live. Looks. Well, just kind of keep giving us some feedback in the room because the internet looks like it keeps shutting off or stopping or something, and I can't really tell because all the devices that I have to see if the internet's on, I'm currently using. It looks like the latency on it is way slow too. Come on now.
Could just be my phone.
I don't know. Of course, now I hear the neighbor's dog out there wailing and screaming. Let's see if I can actually play a game. Let's see if I can text him again real quick. Alright, let's see if I can change the play a game here. left out. Or maybe not. He says he can't hear anything. Try reloading your page if you can't hear anything. Hey, can you...
I can hear stuff on my phone.
Yeah, but he's not in the room. If you're having problems with the stream, try reloading your page. It looks like my internet's back on now.
He said it's good after he came back.
So it figures my internet all day, I was having zero problems, and the very minute I click that button to go live, and I do mean the very minute, it just shut everything off. Wireless, all of it went out. So I don't know. I think things like it's gonna be just a pain. I don't know. So far, it looks like I'm online. So because my time schedule here got all messed up, I think I'm gonna have to do things a little weird, I guess. You're good there? Are you still getting sound? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, because I was like, I'll give it a few more minutes here, and come on now.
Should I play that slime game while you're waiting?
Huh?
Should I play that slime game while you're waiting?
Oh, I don't know what you mean exactly.
Slimes, the cute little slimes.
I'll play a game of this, and then I'm actually a little behind. I've never really had those guys run like that. And I think what I'm going to do here is
Gregory said turn your game volume down just a little bit. It's a bit louder than when talking.
let's see, which one is it? 1, 2. How about that? Oh, well, I don't have a game on right now. It's just probably because of my microphone. Yeah, I don't know. This game that we're playing here with MediaCom is definitely not what I want to be doing. That's for sure. I had to go and reset everything, restart the computer, restart the modem. Huh?
Michelle said that she's watching us.
Okay, so we do have a couple people. We do have a couple people watching. We definitely got it back up and going in time, but the only thing is it put me about a half hour behind where I actually wanted to be.
Hey, there you go. She couldn't figure out how to get into the live chat.
Okay. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for sticking with us during this. We were going to have a special guest come on, and we set everything up earlier and had everything set up to work, and I came in here and hit the live and nothing worked.
MediaCom's kind of been giving us the runaround. Last time they were out, the guy said he could see problems, but his boss wouldn't let them have a technician come out because he couldn't see the problem from the office.
And what just happened there? Okay, I see it. Just switch screens.
Michelle, I'm surprised you're not asleep already. You're an early sleeper.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny, there's like at least 3 or 4 people in the chat room, and it's only showing 2 on my thing. I think the thing that Greg was saying was that the game was a little loud. I think it has to do with the microphone that I'm using. It literally will pick up anything. So I think it's just basically the sound that you're hearing from the one arcade is all coming from my in-room microphone and not through the mixer.
Is Ark that dinosaur game?
All right, looks like we have a call here. I'm going to take it. Hello, caller.
Who's on my telephone? Could it be my arcade?
Yes, it is. How are you doing tonight, Retro Arcade?
I am doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing better now. We went to start the live stream, and then the internet immediately went out 3 times. I had to restart everything.
Technical schmectical. It happens to the best of us, even me.
Yeah.
As long as we're having fun, I think that's what's important.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It does definitely put a damper on the fun when you go through and set everything up, and then you hit the go live button and nothing works the way you planned it.
Well, that's part of our adventure. Yeah, it happens. Glad you're back. Thanks for having me on today. I really do appreciate it. And I really do enjoy your gameplay. I think I watch every one of your videos, and I've been a subscriber of yours for as long as I can remember you being on there. I don't know how many subscribers you had back when I did subscribe, but
I
I've been
think
with you a
you
while.
I think you were my very first subscriber. You were the one that found me in the alley there behind the dumpster and kind of brought me along a little bit.
Back there by that sewer hot dog. Yeah, good time. And look, you're growing. You're doing great things. And if you just continue to do this, the people will come. They'll check you out.
Yeah, I'm getting.
I love what you do.
I've got about 25 subscribers or so right now. I think most of them I've gotten from just watching your channel and then you promoting everybody. It's really a great thing that you do to help everybody out. So how long have you been doing this? I know you said you've been doing it a while, but I don't remember.
So my journey started, I want to say, back when Arcade One Up came out with a machine, and I found a video on YouTube to mod it, and I think that really caught my attention, being a retro gamer and being able to play those games back in the 80s. I wanted my own machine, and the fact that I could get one and build one and mod one started my journey. I followed the YouTube mod, and I took it from there. I didn't ever think I would go online, but my brothers were doing that. So I thought, okay, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So I checked out Twitch for a little bit, and Twitch started deleting my videos, and I didn't like that. So I kind of moseyed over to YouTube, and the rest is history. You can check that out on my channel, Retro Arcade Music Man.
Right. And everybody that's in here, Retro Arcade Music Man, he's got a lot of good videos, and he goes live quite often. And I'll make sure that I'll get the link to your channel in the description after I'm done here. But I would recommend that everybody go and check him out and subscribe to his channel if you haven't already done that.
We're a growing family, so any and all promotion I embrace. Let me say hi to some folks in our family. We have our usual suspects, DKOG73, Papa Brad's Gaming, G Parker's Arcade, Mr. Co-Style, Off-Grid Arcade, and then it goes on and on. Timber Time, Gamer Mario, Mr. Fatherly, Tandoori Magazine. It goes to Retro Ralph and CT Jason. All these gamers, they all kind of do their own thing. And it's all for the love of playing these great games. I got to tell you, my arcade, I haven't seen quite a list of games that I can try out until I started putting some lists together tonight. And I'm going to be doing some live stream here in a little bit. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with some of those games that are out there. Might give you some great ideas for future videos. So check it out.
We would definitely be watching that video here after a while. Now, can you go ahead and just tell everybody what time are you going live tonight with your special show tonight?
Oh, it'll be a little bit. I think it's like, within the hour I'll be on there. But the thing is, I go live just sporadically. So it's no rhyme or reason to when I'm live. If I do a scheduled one, it's because without a doubt, I'm not at work. I'm not being called into work. I'm not doing anything work related because you got to pay for these games somehow. And sometimes work takes precedence.
Absolutely. You got to do what you got to do to put food on the table. I know that.
And
go ahead.
We'll go live from time to time, but I think really it's about the videos, the stories, just whatever's on my mind usually comes out through the gameplay and through the commentary. We just like to have a lot of fun. If it's not fun anymore, I don't know if I want to do it anymore. So As long as I've been doing this, I've been having fun, and I think that's going to continue for quite a while. I really do.
Absolutely, I agree with you. You know, that's why I got started in this. I just like playing the games, and it's like I didn't really, you know, originally I didn't even care if anybody watched. I mean, I'm glad they do, but you
They
know,
do.
it's very fun, and it definitely helps, you know, with the mental health there as far as keeping you sane. You got something to do, and you got a lot of great followers out there, like all of them that you named off earlier. I've over the time here really watched some of their channels, and I've on occasion been able to catch some of them live, and it's all great stuff. We're all playing the same games, but you're never getting the same thing twice. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. There are times when I want to say to myself, try something new. And I just kind of play the retro game roulette, and wherever the thing lands, that's the game I try out because it's new and we like to try new things. We also like the classics, and I will sometimes take suggestions, or maybe I'll see somebody else play another game, and I think, "Ooh, I want to try that,"
Right.
and we'll do that too. So, have you done that yet? Tried like a new game maybe that you have never tried before?
Well, the last new game that I tried was the Piranha game that you had recommended. I went through and I actually looked through about 1,200 games before I found that in my list. So I did.
Wow.
That was definitely the last one that I tried that was new.
Well, let me just say the observations I made about your channel in particular. I, I am fascinated with the fact that you work out twice a day. Is that right?
Well, here this month, I've been working out twice a day, every day, and it definitely gets you tired. I know I've looked at a couple of the bodybuilders, and they said, yeah, you can work out twice a day, every day, but it's not sustainable unless you're doing other things like, you know, performance enhancing drugs. So I definitely am feeling it. So,
So the other thing I noticed was that you like the hardcore, heavier metal type music. That might be your favorite. Me being the music guy, I try to zone in on what people like. And you like heavy metal. Am I right on that too?
absolutely. You know, when I was a little kid, my parents and stuff, my mother listened to country western, Kenny Rogers and stuff like that, and my dad kind of listened to some Kiss and stuff. And I remember I was listening to that stuff, and that was right around the time that MTV came on. And I remember I was sitting there one night, I think it was probably a Friday evening, and Ozzy Osbourne "Bark at the Moon" came on, and I watched that video, and
Oh, that's a good one.
I was hooked. I've been I've been a heavy metal
A
guy ever since
metalhead.
then. Yep.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, I just the stories you tell. You told a story that kind of co-inspired the $600 gallon of milk. You talked about what was that story that you someone with a car, and what was that one? Refresh my memory.
Yeah, my wife and her I think it was her sister. They had gone into town, and on the way back they stopped to get some gasoline. And as my wife was getting out of the car, this woman just backed up into her and just like smashed the door of the truck in.
Yeah, that was my brother. I was with my brother, and I stopped to turn the radio off. And if I hadn't stopped to turn the radio off, I would have been halfway out the door when she backed into us. She backed into us hard enough to move the car sideways a little.
And then
See,
and then when the police got there, she just not only did she not she didn't have insurance, but she didn't have a driver's license either. And it was just one of those things like, oh, brother. But it did inspire me to go through my insurance policy and make some changes. I think it by the time
yeah.
it's just
See,
it
the
was
stories, the games, we all inspire each other. So, hey, thanks for having me on. I got to get ready for my next live stream, but let's do this again. This was a lot of fun. Keep up the great work, my arcade. I really enjoy your channel.
I really appreciate it, Retro Arcade Music Man. Your friendship means a great deal to me. It really does. I have a very small circle, and you're one of those guys that's in there. We text, we talk, we watch each other's videos, and
Yep.
it really does mean a lot to me. It really does.
It's my pleasure. It's so much fun. Thank you again. Have a wonderful night.
Hey, thank you, you too, and I'll catch your stream here after a while.
You got it.
And I appreciate everybody. I plan to do that at the end of my show and catch up on this chat a little bit.
We're just talking about random stuff.
Is everybody still out there? That's my good friend Retro Arcade Music Man. And he has a little channel here. Well, I shouldn't say little because he's got way more subscribers and everything than I do. But he will be going live here this evening, and I'm going to drop his link in the details of this live stream as soon as I'm done. I'm afraid that if I do too many weird things here that it could cut me off again. I don't want to do that. But again, his name is Retro Arcade Music Man, and I will be going to watch his stuff here shortly, and Mrs. Arcade will be going to watch his stuff shortly. I really into the place. We do have the PlayStation 3. That is the newest one we got, Michelle. We only got 2 games for that thing. Well, 3 games. We have the multicade that had like all the classics on it, and then my Rocksmith, and then Mrs. Arcade has got the Minecraft on there. I thought about getting a couple other games to play on there because I can definitely run that through the system and play that, but I just haven't gotten around to buying any other games with Christmas and everything. It's like, I'm not buying stuff that I don't need. Definitely need to check out the new game. Maybe I'll grab it for you. What is the new game?
It's a Pokemon game that they're releasing the 28th.
I've been thinking about grabbing the PS1. Yeah, that if you think about that, Greg, back in the day, when we had that, we sold the PS. We had all those games and everything for the PS1, and then we sold that and bought the PS2, and then we sold that and bought you the PS3. Now you're like, we should get those back. We probably should have never sold them to begin with, because those systems that we had when you were younger, they were all bought brand new.
So I still have a Game Boy, and I have now bought all of the original Pokemon games.
Yeah, she plays the Minecraft too. I think
I just downloaded it on my Switch too.
Michelle, didn't you guys play that together live over online or something?
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that one night too. She can play the live Minecraft, because I can actually hook up the PS3 and play it through the same thing like we're doing right now. Yeah, speaking of memories, Greg, it's like my first experience with video games.
I was a bad kid.
Back when I was like 7, 8 was when the Atari 2600 came out, and we played that Atari 2600. We'd play at home. Our mom would set us down there on the floor, and we'd play that in front of a little 13-inch or 14-inch color television that she bought us for Christmas, and me and Paul would sit there and play that thing and play that thing. Then we'd get up and go over to Grandma's, and of course Grandma had a Atari 2600, and we'd sit there and play that. And then later on, we got a Commodore 64, and we were playing the games on that, and at that time they were on a cassette tape. You put it in there and you press play, and it would take forever for those games to load up. And then I think we went from the Commodore 64. I think I was talking to my brother about it, and I think it was the Sega Master System, and we played that for a while, and that was like the hottest thing going up until the Nintendo Entertainment System came out, and then we got the Mario Brothers, and it was definitely the gaming system, but I don't think a lot of people realize, man, that Commodore 64 was on a cassette tape. And it was crazy because you would put it in there and you'd press play and it would somehow load those games up off of that tape. And you just had a tape player that was like plugged into the back of it. And if I remember right, I think my mom got that from her sister. I think her older sister, they upgraded. And then I remember when I was older, probably about 14, 15, my dad bought a Apple II computer with the floppy disk drive, and we played that for a while. And of course, whenever you get a game with that floppy disk drive, you'd have to get a disc, a blank disc, and type out these codes to tell that game how to start, and then you would put that in and then press the enter button and it would run that code, and then you would take it out, and then you would put the game that you were going to play in there and press enter, and it would load the game up and you would play it. I'm not ever sure what happened to that, but if we still had that computer now, it'd probably be worth a pretty penny, because it was worth a lot when my dad bought it. It cost well over $1,000 at that time.
We're talking about that show Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
The full dive technology. That's what I'm waiting on. I think it's worth the risk of getting stuck in a game.
Yeah, like that. What is that one that we watch?
Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been able to make it through the newest series of the Sword Art Online. It's like a little more storyliney, so you have to like really pay attention to what's going on. So I have to like watch it when I have enough time to be focused on it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if I can go ahead and find.
Or so since you'd be stuck in a game any day. Yeah, it's like you could just live in a game and have somebody in the hospital taking care of you, right? You never have to worry about it.
Interesting. It says on my phone here that I have no connection to the internet. So.
Well, I had to connect my phone to the special 5G whatever thing that they talked about, because the regular one's still not working.
Yeah. So we're basically online by a string here.
Yeah.
Retro.
I don't know. I mean, I love Pokemon, but I don't know that I want to be stuck in a world where there's like giant beasts just roaming around me.
I am going to grab this real quick and put his link into the chat room for his upcoming.
I mean, imagine being stuck with that Hoopa Pokemon causing mischief all the time.
Yeah.
It would be cool to own a Squirtle. I'd be riding around it once it evolved into a Bulbasaur.
Alright,
Or not. Blastoise. I'm too tired.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop Retro Arcade Music Man's link in here. Like I said, he'll be going live here shortly, probably in the next half hour maybe. I know he was running short on time because he was still working on some things for his live stream, but he was actually home this evening and offered to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and put, if it let me, did it let me put the link in there? It might not let me because
And my brain was thinking of the Pokemon that starts with a B, and Bulbasaur just came out of the woodwork. Sometimes my brain and my mouth don't work too well together.
Let's see. Is it still running?
Yeah. I tried to put it in there too, and it wouldn't let me put a link in there.
Okay. Yeah, it's not let me put the link in there.
I think other people have said the same thing, that live chat you can't put links in it.
Well, let me see if I can jump over here real quick and as the retro arcade music man, let me get his.
But I mean, Bulbasaur's pretty cool too. The flower
Share.
thing on its back.
Copy.
But it's definitely a water Pokemon fan more than anything.
Here, let me go. And I'm going to drop that link. That link that I just put in there, everybody, that is Retro Arcade Music Man's link. And I recommend, as soon as we get done here, you guys want to watch some more good stuff, you can pop into his channel there and watch him.
Charizard's cool, but you have to have the right Charizard. Can't have like Ash's Charizard that just wouldn't listen to anything he said and just did whatever it wanted. Imagine having a giant flying lizard that spits fire that just won't listen.
It sounds like Kittles.
But if he flew and spit fire.
Speaking of that, last night we were sitting in the bedroom and we have a chair in there and we have stuff sitting on the floor and on the chair because Kittles keeps getting up there and he claws the chair. So we put stuff on the chair to keep him from being able to get up there and claw it. So what we were sitting there last night and he went underneath of the chair, went around behind it, climbed up the back of it, and walked across all the stuff we had sitting on the chair just so that he could get into a laundry basket. It was the longest roundabout way to get up there that he could figure out, but he did it. Yeah. So.
Shaking my head.
Huh?
I mean, shaking my head.
Oh.
That's me.
Shake. Yeah, I don't know all those.
Imagine owning a Pokemon like one of the ones that looked like a human. I don't think I could do that. Just holding a humanoid Pokemon in a ball and making it do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta say, I would be cool to see Lugia in person. That's a cool Pokemon.
Yeah.
Ever since I watched the movie as a kid, I was like, that's the best Pokemon. He brought them all together and saved everybody.
Why is it like turning? Stupid.
Hi, kids.
Yeah. Hi, kids. Are they still playing with all the Frozen dolls and all that stuff, or?
Did she finally get into her Frozen socks?
Frozen socks.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen socks. I need frozen socks.
No, you need Transformer socks, and I need Pokemon socks. I just need like a whole Pokemon room. Stuffed animals, pins, more binders for my cards, more posters.
Yeah.
One poster is not enough. I need like 50 posters. Like you can't see to where you can't see the wall anymore, and it's just posters. The whole room is just posters. Then you don't have to worry about painting the room.
Then you just look like a psycho.
Well, okay. Would you rather the Pokemon or my collection of decoy ducks taking over the house?
I don't know.
I do like my decoy ducks. I keep thinking, like, when we go to the antique mall and we see, like, 50 ducks, I want to take all of them. I want to be like, how much just to give me all 50 of your decoy ducks to put around my house?
Oh.
Because you can't have just one of anything. You go big or go home with it.
Yeah. We just had to go the other day. Now, if nobody knows, we got the game, or we have this gaming channel, and then I started another one just specifically for the collectibles, and we actually had to go buy another shelf to hold some stuff, and we still need another one, I think, don't we?
Yeah, your Transformers collection is getting a little bigger.
Transformers and GoBots. Now, see, I didn't even know that the difference between the Transformers and the GoBots is that the Transformers are artificial intelligence, and the GoBots are the mind of people that used to exist that had been downloaded into robots.
That's creepy.
Yeah. That was the difference between the two. I guess maybe that's why it never caught on.
The live stream messed up on him. It didn't really do anything on my phone, but that could be something like right here.
Is it going okay now? We did pick up another person. Just sitting in here chatting.
Yeah.
I'm back now.
Yeah, the other day I opened some Pokemon cards, and I got a bunch of good ones. I was so happy.
She says they're good ones. I'll just have to take her word for it.
Hey, I even looked on Google. Google knows everything.
I told her she always wants me to buy her Pokemon cards for birthday or Christmas, and it's like I have no idea what the difference between a good one or a bad one is. And she's like, same way with buying the Transformers and GoBots. She has no idea.
Nothing worth $3 mil. I do have one that's worth like 1,000. That's my highest one so far. But that's one of my old ones. That's not anything new. I never managed to get any of the Charizards.
Yeah.
I don't discriminate from Pokemon cards. I even have a separate collection of fake Pokemon cards that have been accidentally bought by me and my sister. And I have not thrown them away because I think it's cool that I have a collection of fake ones.
I'm going to have to ask Retro Arcade Music Man. I think because on his channel, when he does the live stream, he goes through and all of his subscribers, he will post the links to their channel so that everybody that's watching. Now, I don't know if he's going through and getting those one at a time, or if he just makes like a little file and then copies and pastes it.
I don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, I have a couple Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, but I don't really know much about them.
Yeah, I remember when back in the early, well, maybe not the early 90s, but the 90s, I remember when the Power Rangers came out. I had a kid that was really into the Power Rangers, and every time we'd go into the store or anything, he was running around chopping and smacking at everything. I remember that.
I just watched some Power Rangers, but not much.
Yeah.
I just remember one scene where they're fighting this giant monster, like in a city, like almost like Godzilla, and they all went into these big things and turned into like a giant robot. That's all I remember.
She couldn't remember she didn't know the difference between the Power Rangers and Voltron. So I had to go and like pull up a whole Voltron for her to look at.
Hey, at least I knew what it was when I saw it.
Yeah. I jumped off the couch or whatnot and told me.
Did you cry a little bit?
I do remember when we were in the grocery store one time, you were chopping and kicking, and you kept chopping and kicking me, and I told you, I said, if you don't quit it when we get home, I'm going to spank that behind yours. I'm going to throw that tape right in the trash. And I think that's what ended up happening. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
So did you go outside and cry in the snow then? Since you were further north?
I don't know. I hated living there. I didn't like anything about that place.
You just watched it when you left the room anyway.
I don't know. So do you want to play a game now? You can play your little slime game? Okay. So let's see. What did I just do with... So everybody, I think what's going to happen here is because we're so far behind schedule, our dinner's out here sitting on the table. We're like 45 minutes behind schedule. I think we're going to get ready to go eat. And like I said, come over and check out Retro Arcade Music Man. He will be going live. Just go ahead and click on that link and you'll see us. We'll be over there in that in his live chat room here in about an hour. But I think, or not an hour, in about 15 or 20 minutes he should be going. So we're gonna go ahead and call it. Can you? What does he say?
You got Tekken on the arcade.
Let's see. Hold on. I'll show you the list of the fighting games that are on here. I'm not sure if Tekken's one of them. Hold on a second.
There's so many fighting games on there. It's insane. If you like fighting games, that is the system for you.
So go ahead and watch the thing here, and I'll just kind of go through them. Token, King of Fighting. I think the whole first. I got Street Fighter. I'm not sure if Tekken is on here. I think that was a different franchise than most of these. Street Fighter. Fatal Fury.
She said it probably isn't on there. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I don't think it's on here either. Like I said, I think Tekken is a completely different franchise.
And he said, sounds good. Have a good night. And thanks for having us with you. Or catch you over in retro stream.
All right. Yeah. So, all right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and cut this off for tonight. And like I said, we are going to be live every Friday night. Go ahead and click that notification bell so when we go live, you get all of our notices and everything. So I'm going to drop his link in here one more time. Go ahead and click that and subscribe to his channel if you haven't. Got a lot of really good stuff on there. He's a really, really good guy. I like him. His friendship means a lot to me. Like I said, I don't have a lot of people in my inner circle, and he's one of them. So we are going to go for right now. Thank you for everybody.
Have a good night.
And special thank you to Retro Arcade Music Man for coming in this evening and doing a little talk. I know you're very busy. I do appreciate you coming in. And thank you, everybody. And good night.